Agent Psycho. I'm bringing you guys the second episode for the 54th chapter of Exploring the Arsenal series featuring me, Agent Psycho, aka Toast Sniper 98. And in this episode, we'll be taking a look at the XK-8 Tactical. This is your NX standard variant of the XK-8 family. Now, I don't know if you want to say unfortunately, but for me personally, I would like to have seen more variants come out of the XK-8 family, or rather, Nexon release more variants of the XK-8. But for what we've got here, the XK-8 Tactical is a fantastic gun. This is a huge improvement. This is just, I don't know what I can adequately compare it to, but nonetheless, it's a huge improvement over the original XK-8. And up till this review, I've never really used the XK-8 Tactical. Like, I've gotten a lot of it through over the years by accruing lots of XK-8 Tacticals from all the different supply cases, but I never really opened them because, you know, I've always stuck to the GP XK-8 and never really gave the NX standard variant a chance, even though I knew it was better. I was just like, nah, I think I'll stick with my XK-8, you know. That's what I'm more used to. So until this review, I never really used XK-8 Tactical extensively up until now. However, after using the XK-8 Tactical for a long time, well, not really a long time, but intensively enough to make a review on it, the XK-8 Tactical kicks the XK-8's ass, its older brother's ass, by a long shot. Pretty much nearly all of its statistics are so much superior to the original XK-8 that it's kind of hard to decide on where to begin. But anyways, let's get started on the review. So it does cost 900 NX a day, but I think the XK-8 Tactical is no longer available for 7-day sale or 1-day sale. So for 7 days, it does cost 3,400 NX. It is NX standard, and it's the only other variant of the XK-8 family. In other words, the XK-8, and you cannot have this for permanent, unfortunately. It would be nice if you could have the option to buy this for permanent, but unfortunately, there is none such option yet, or not now at least. And moving on to its statistics, the statistics on the XK-8, starting with its damage. Damage has been increased from 39 up to 40, so that's a 1-point increase in damage. This is a lot more significant than you think because of its rate of fire. Its rate of fire is actually pretty fast, and if you consider that the rate of fire is actually on par with the M4A1s, then you can see that any buff in damage will significantly increase the XK-8 Tactical's overall DPS time. However, I'll get into what I really think about the rate of fire in a little bit here when we actually get to it. As for its damage drop-off, because of that 1-point increase in damage drop-off has also improved significantly. It does not feel like it takes like 3 more bullets or something, like a ridiculous amount of additional bullets to take someone down at long range compared to how many bullets you would need to kill someone at close range. So the damage drop-off has been significantly improved over the original XK-8 on the tactical variant. Moving on to the portability has also been improved significantly by 3 points. Usually, portability increases aren't really that, you know, significant, but not only is the XK-8 Tactical an assault rifle, or, you know, the family of the XK-8s, not only are they assault rifles, but also the XK-8 didn't really have a great portability stat to begin with. I mean, it had 59, it was kind of average. Like, it was still faster than your original G36E or your AK-47 for that matter, but it wasn't necessarily fast. Like, you know, your M4A1 had 60 or 62 portability, I forget, but in any case, the XK-8 wasn't really a very fast assault rifle. Now with the XK-8 Tactical, now that it has 3 points more portability, you can definitely feel the fact that, you know, or you can definitely feel that the XK-8 Tactical is a lot lighter than its original variant. So there you go. You can enjoy a faster movement speed with it. Rate of fire has not changed. It has stayed the same at 74. And as for its accuracy, it has been actually increased by another 2 points. From 86 to 88. Now, this obviously this means that long range fighting with the XK Tactical is a lot more viable with this now. On top of that, moving on to the recoil has been reduced by 2 points as well, from 68 down to 66. So this effectively removes the fact that it had like G36E-esque recoil to pretty much almost like almost like the FS2000 recoil. I don't know if that's a very good analogy, but it reminds me, the XK Tactical's recoil, overall recoil spread, like its maximum spread for that matter, reminds me of the GPFS 2000s. So if you guys are used to at GPFS 2000s, then you'll feel pretty comfortable with the XK Tactical in my opinion. But of course, it's a whole different gun, so you guys might not agree with me. Now, talking a little bit about the rate of fire a little bit. The rate of fire, it says that Common Arms Wiki says that it has a rate of fire statistic of 74. However, it doesn't feel to be exactly 74 because the silencer makes it so, or the integrated silencer on the XK-8 Tactical makes it sound as if it has a slower rate of fire. This is probably not true. It's probably because, oh, it's like a placebo effect or something like that. Like, you know, you think it's firing slower, but in actuality, maybe it's not. Maybe it still fires as fast as the regular XK, but I don't know. To me, whenever I fire the XK Tactical, it sounds very choppy. The shots that you take with the XK Tactical sound very choppy, as if you can count each individual bullet. So that makes my brain think as if it has a slightly lower rate of fire than 74. Maybe it has like 72 or 71 or something like that. I don't know, but it just sounds like it, so I just wanted to let you guys know about that. Moving on to the recoil spread, different aspects of the recoil, starting with the spread. The recoil spread has decreased tremendously because of that 2-point decrease in overall recoil. Not only has its spread, maximum spread, decreased by a lot, but also the rate at which the spread increases has decreased by a significant amount of time. I think you can actually notice, you can see the fact that the XK Tactical has a much smaller maximum hipfire spread when you go full auto with it while strafing than you would get with the normal XK-8, and that's really good because that means that you can more effectively spray at people at middle range, whereas with the XK-8 you couldn't really do that unless you put on burst fire or you just tap fire at middle range while you're strafing them. So that's a very good thing. And also, what is it? The rate at which the spread increases out as you're spraying is also a lot slower as well. So that's also a very good bonus. Everything else about the XK Tactical is pretty much identical to the original XK-8. Except for a couple minor things here and there. Well, maybe some of them aren't exactly minor, but one key thing about the XK-8 Tactical is that the tapfire ability has been improved on the Tactical variant over the original XK-8. It's still not the best, but it's still much better. And the one thing about the XK Tactical's tapfire ability is that although you can over tapfire, you will not jam as easily. In fact, you hardly ever jam with the XK Tactical. Let me elaborate on this a little bit more. What I mean by jamming is, you know how you tapfire, let's say you tapfire a gun. Sorry, there's a plane outside my house. In the air, that is, not on the ground with me. What I mean by gun jamming is that when you tap fire a gun, if you tap fire so fast that, you know, when you click, your gun doesn't really fire a bullet and you need to click again to make your gun fire another bullet, that's called jamming. Over tap firing is when you tap fire so fast that your scope starts bobbing in a different direction. Like if you over tap fire, it's kind of hard to over tap fire with the G36E, but if you kind of over tap fire with it, then you'll notice that your scope starts bouncing up diagonally to the left or to the right, instead of bouncing straight up and down. That's what I mean by over tap firing. The XK Tactical can still over tap fire, but it will not jam. In fact, I've never really felt it jam at all, whereas the original XK-8, it's pretty easy to jam with that thing. So the XK Tactical's tap fire ability is significantly improved. Also, I believe that because of the significant reduction in recoil for the tactical variant, the Recoil Kickback, while scoped down through its integrated sniper scope, is also lower as well. So it gives you a lot less time, or it makes it so that you can fire a lot faster because you don't have to wait for the scope to settle back down to its original position again. And other than that, it's got a different reskin. It has like a dark brownish, tannish, whatever you want to call it, kind of reskin. And also on top of that, it has a forced suppressor. I believe it is a very unique silencer in that it has its own unique firing noise. And I believe it does not inflict any damage reduction on the XK-8 Tactical, if I'm not mistaken, because I do feel like I am knocking people down a lot more quickly than I would do with the original XK-8. So suppressors, very unique. Well, not really unique, but the sound that it makes is pretty unique. And I think that's about it for the changes that the XK-8 Tactical provides the XK-8. So also, don't forget that the XK-8 Tactical does have the burst fire mode, just like its original variant did. So make sure you use that whenever you can. And yeah. That'll conclude the review on the Daewoo XK-8 Tactical, and I hope you guys will, whenever you see it in game, or if you happen to get it from a supply case, maybe you'll have second thoughts about it instead of just passing out the window and say, "Oh, this gun's a piece of shit." Maybe you'll actually pick it up and use it, and hopefully you'll actually start liking the gun, because the SK family in its entirety are really good assault rifles. It's just that it's just that they're really quirky, and they might not feel the most comfortable to be using use. But definitely the SK-8 Tactical is a huge improvement over the original SK-8. Overall, the feel of the gun pretty much stays the same as the SK-8, but its performance is pretty much doubled. I can safely say that for sure. But anyways, guys, thank you guys very much for watching the review. And next review, or the next chapter reviews, will be on the very highly anticipated MP7 family. For those guys who have been waiting all this time for me to get around to reviewing the MP7s, well, thanks for waiting. Your MP7 reviews will be coming up next. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys later. ゆっくりしてってね。